Hello and welcome to another episode, but I think this time our recording room might be bugged. That's right, we're looking at James Bond's debut in Dr. No, and the name's Bugs. ScreenBugs.
Do the spoiler one.
Yeah, do the spoiler one.
Was that even the James Bond theme song?
No, that was not the James Bond.
No, it was.
That's The Incredibles, isn't it?
If you haven't watched the first James Bond film, Dr. No, here's your spoiler warning. Go watch it, then come back and see what we think.
So that's right, listeners. We are doing the 1962 film Dr. No, directed by Terence Young. And two things before we start. It's our 10th episode, guys.
Big 10, let's go! Double digit!
And secondly, this film was suggested to me by my father. So everyone say hi, Al.
Hi, Al.
Thank you. Let us begin. So,
Well, you want to know a little fun fact?
about the film.
You know, most podcasts don't make it past episode 3, and we've got to 10.
Well done.
Yeah, but no listeners. This is just us.
No, we're committed to the game, I think, at this point. So, Dr. No, very iconic film. The start of it all. I mean, how many James Bond films are there? This was the first one.
Well, there's at least 2 or 3.
At least 2 or 3. I think there's a couple more than that.
They're getting Daniel Craig to do one now.
I like how you say iconic. I think there's 2 iconic scenes in the film.
No, as in the...
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah.
The idea.
Yeah, the idea, the concept of James Bond.
So just so you guys know, I've never seen a James Bond film before.
Neither.
So this is my first ever watch of a James Bond film.
I mean, I've seen a lot of them. My dad's a big fan, so I've seen a lot. This one I hadn't. This was my first watch of this one.
Okay, so is this our first time? Is that our first watch?
Yeah, I think, and I think it's really interesting that you haven't seen any, and I have, because this is unlike any other James Bond.
I was going to say
this is a low budget film. This is, I mean, you can tell.
I mean, he's got no gadgets. He has no real quippy one-liners of 2.
Yeah. He doesn't. This isn't a standard James Bond film, which is very interesting. Obviously, it's based off the novel.
The 5th novel, I think.
5th, yeah, I think so. But yeah, so that's cool. So we start off with the gun barrel, the iconic James Bond gun barrel.
I expected that.
You expected that, yeah. That's not Sean Connery.
I know, it's a stuntman, isn't it?
It's a stuntman, yeah. And he's got this hat on. So for every time they change James Bond, that gun barrel scene is them, and it's different every time.
Well, for this James Bond, it's not the actual James Bond.
They
Sean
do it a
Connery.
few years later, don't they?
Yeah, I believe they change it.
Right.
But it's kind of like the Doctor Who intro. You know how the old one used to have the face pop up?
Yes.
It's like that. With every act change. And I'm really scared if I get any of my facts wrong, I'll have my dad being like, "Hi, you got this wrong." I've made sure to get my facts right as much as I can. If I get any wrong, I'm sorry.
Can I say something controversial? Obviously, I haven't seen the James Bond films.
Yeah, of course you
but
can.
I know what they got. I think I will prefer the Mission Impossible films. I love those films more.
Well, you've seen all of them.
No, not all of them.
But you've seen most. I feel like I think I will prefer the films I've seen most of rather than the one I've seen.
Mission Impossible is that, what's his name?
Ethan Hunt.
They're
Tom
not
Cruise.
similar at all.
Yeah, I thought they're very...
At all.
But
Okay, they're just spy films, aren't they? Austin Powers is good.
Austin Powers is... I was going to say, that's your closest to this.
There's got to be bugs in Austin Powers somewhere.
No, we're not talking about Austin Powers. We're talking about
Can we
Dr.
do that
No.
another day?
Okay.
Yeah,
opening the film.
baby.
After the gun barrel, what did you guys think of the opening graphics? The nice little dots and everything going on?
It was pretty groovy, baby.
It genuinely was pretty groovy. I like the nice little stop motion.
The dancing caught me off guard. It's very like David Lynch.
The dancing took me off guard because I was like, obviously all the James Bond films, they have this kind of opening and they kind of give you a little bit of an indication of maybe what's going to happen in the film, the tone of the film. This does not.
And normally it's not the do.
It's the first film. They had to.
Right,
Each film has a different
Make up a
theme.
song for this one then.
Dr. Noah.
Noah.
Right, fuck you.
Dr. Noah!
He lives on an island in yellow face, got 2 metal hands. James Bond better brace, look out. It's Dr. No.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, lovely. What did you think of the sudden change to the
Three
reggae
Blind
music?
Mice.
Yeah, the Three Blind Mice.
I liked the music change. It was very sudden.
Yes, it's very sudden.
And the lyrics are very like, hey, there's 3 blind mice. Look at these guys.
Look at these 3 blind... They are called 3 blind mice. Their characters are called that as well. And I didn't clock on that they were the assassins.
Yeah,
I thought they just included that as a transition. They were a bit... Yeah, so we've got this very snappy introduction. We're introduced to, honestly, a character whose name I don't remember because he is killed off just as quickly as he's introduced.
Yeah.
How did we feel about this first scene, Justin? What have you got written down?
My first note is silly shooting scene because it's just very quick and theatrical, and it just felt silly.
It is. I love the silencers thumping.
Yeah.
When they shoot, it's kind of like a isn't it? Rather than like a you'd expect
I do like
the kind of like
poker set beforehand.
Oh, and they're on the table.
Yeah.
That looks like a nice time. That looks like quite. They're in the Caribbean,
But
obviously.
he tips him, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Strangfellow, which I think is a really weird name. Strangefellow makes sense to me.
Strangfellow. I mean, maybe the book had weird. I mean,
no, the book. The only difference is he had an eye patch.
Is it actually?
That's the only difference.
That's hilarious.
And his secretary is killed by one assassin instead of 3.
Mind you, Ben, if you get this facts wrong, I'll be having my dad telling you off. So you better be sure.
I watched a YouTube video at 1 a.m. last night. So 2 a.m. actually.
That's good. So obviously he's Strangfellow and his wife his secretary.
Yeah.
Are killed very quickly.
I like the little hidden thing behind the bookshelf.
That's cool. There's some nice little buttons and dials kind of technology. However, I feel like this happens so quickly
I feel bad for a murder.
I didn't. You don't care. It happens too quickly.
I know, but she's just working, man.
And he's just going to the car. Like I don't know who these people are.
Yeah. We never really do.
I mean,
why were they killed again? Because the rock thing.
Something about that, yeah.
Well, no, hang on. Okay, we'll get back to it later. But I don't.
Ben's got his head in his hands at the aspect of plot in this film. But yeah, this film's very low budget. You can tell from this segment alone. I love when they turn her over and she's got the red paint on her. And they don't even try and make it. It's just very
it's
clearly...
better the later scene. That's a blood splatter.
On the carpet, yeah.
So then we cut to the casino, isn't it?
I mean, no, we've got the dials and buttons room where they try and contact Strangfellow and they go, what's going on? I love the little dials and buttons in the room. There's just a room with dials and buttons.
They didn't need that scene, really, did they?
No, we could have skipped straight to James Bond's introduction.
I feel like this film would have worked a lot better if that whole assassin bit happened, then the title sequence. Do the other films have like a cold open?
From the top of my head, usually, I think...
Because that feels like it works much better.
I think they do have a cold... I remember Casino Royale having a cold open.
Yeah, we studied that.
Yeah, that's my favourite one as well. So I remember that one quite distinctly. I think they usually have a cold open.
The actual first scene with us meeting Bond is
what do we
really
think of that?
good.
It is. I think it's a very good
I love that they don't show his face, but you see some of his, like... Am I right in saying you see some of his hand movements, but not his face?
You see his hand in the back of his head, yeah.
Then he says his name, and it's... And again, like, it's the most famous line. Like, you know you're going to hear the James Bond line going into it.
Just because of the setup.
But just hearing it for the first time in context of even the film was like, that is a cold line.
It's a cold... And considering this was the first time people would have heard that, before it became a staple of the series,
and isn't the music also playing in the background?
Every time, there's so many times James Bond is on screen, you just hear like... I mean, that's a fantastic song. I know it. I know it's iconic, because obviously it's been around a while, but looking back, it's just a really good song as well. Like,
and I always assumed that sort of James Bond. Firstly, I assumed it was going to be like later in the film when he's like undercover or something. No, he's actually just gambling.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Well, flirting basically.
You kind of
flirting with what's her name? Awful name.
I don't remember. Woman in dress. I really think that
they say no, her name's important because she says her name in the same like. Last name.
Does she? Would you like me to tell you her name? Okay, well, you keep talking.
She's the one that asked James Bond his name, and that's the famous scene in the film.
Oh, is it Sylvia Trench?
Sylvia
Trench. That's a good name.
That's Sylvia Trench.
There's some good names so far in this film.
James Bond.
I will say, I actually think James Bond films, they've always got good character names. I know we talked about Strangfellow. I think he's the exception. I think all the other characters have quite good names.
Yeah. Then we instantly get him going, hey, M wants to see you. Hey, you see how much money he won, by the way? He walks out, he goes...
It's really fun. I mean, this scene's nice. It kind of sets up a lot of his...
That was the film's budget, by the way.
That was the whole film's budget in Sean Connery's hands. It kind of sets up James's character quite nicely here. You get the kind of suave... I mean, he's a gambler. He's lucky. Obviously, he immediately woos this woman with barely fucking saying a word to her.
Yeah. We get a lot of that in this film.
You get a lot of that in this film, yeah.
Because I think the straight film scene after is him flirting with M's secretary.
I love how the start of that scene is him just without hesitation, his trick shotting his hat onto the hat stand.
Oh, yeah, when the door opens, he goes, wow.
It was sick.
He walks in, he goes, did you see that?
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That was cool as hell, man.
It's like a Dude Perfect video.
I want to see James Bond act like that and go, yay, I just won this game of cards.
What if he was less suave?
Hiya, I'm James Bond.
He wins some money and goes, that was fucking cool. I wasn't expecting that.
Hell yeah. Hi,
James Bond, who's a massive
Did you
dweeb.
see me throw the door? I had the door earlier? That's fucking awesome.
He goes to the bar. I'd like a glass of milk.
Money Penny. Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm very surprised. Obviously, Moneypenny and M are very important James Bond characters, and they're in all the films. They really don't. They're not in this film that much.
I've never heard of Moneypenny before. I've heard of M.
Really, Moneypenny's James Judy Dench.
I got James Judy Dench.
Moneypenny is very iconic. She's kind of, from what I remember, is always James Bond's, like, not the will they won't they, but they've always got something going on.
Jim and Pam.
Yeah, probably.
One thing that really bugged me was the doors to M's office. I don't know if either of you noticed this.
Go on.
Is that you have the door in the secretary's room.
Yeah.
Then the world's tiniest corridor, and then the next door. So there's like a very tiny little bit where, because he opens that door, close it, and he has to open the other one.
I didn't notice that.
Please pull that up online if you can.
I'm looking. That is a tiny little hallway.
It's the tiniest.
Is it actually? Let me see.
Look at that tiny little hallway.
I think it's because of the soundproofing, I guess. It needs to be like, ooh.
I know, but also the door is ugly as hell.
It's soundproofed. It is ugly as hell, but yeah.
Yeah, but that little corridor, it's like, there's no need for that, really. Then we meet M, and what I love about this scene, 3 phones on the desk.
Yeah, he's got 3 phones, man. He needs them.
I know. That's how important he is.
He's very important. I love the when they talk about his guns, and they talk about shooting, and M says what is it? You have a license to kill, not get killed.
That's hard.
He's like, your gun jammed. You have a license to kill, not get killed. That's such a good line.
Well, in the original book, at this point, James Bond is recovering from being poisoned in the last book. And that's a big part of, he's getting sent on this mission as basically pity.
He's going, my tummy hurts. I've got a bit of a stomach bug.
No, basically, he feels like, I'm really hurt. I don't want M to know that, no. And he's like, M's sending me to the stupid fucking Caribbean. I don't want to go. He's making me feel ashamed.
He's sending him on holiday.
Yeah. That's basically, yeah.
That's cool.
I do like how he gets, I don't know. This is the first time I've seen this character. Why is he so obsessed with his old gun?
I don't know, because his kind of very iconic pistol is the one that he gets given by M.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I feel like I'm guessing it's giving the character history that we as an audience don't see.
I've used this gun for 10 years. So I've been a spy for 10 years, M.
M, I'm fucking awesome, M.
M, don't take my...
let's please the James Bond audio drama.
Yeah, it's weird. And usually he didn't get given any gadgets. You mentioned that. The staple of him, he gets gadgets.
Oh, yeah, this guy comes in he's going to get a fucking
I thought that,
watch.
and he has the case, and he just gives him a gun. That's his gadget for this film, is just a gun.
Yeah, and a car.
And a car. He does get a car.
Yeah, I do like... I think the only good bit of character work for James Bond in this film is the fact he tries to take his gun, his old gun.
Oh, and he goes, put that down.
No. It shows that he's not just following orders.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think he even tries to leave the new gun behind.
He does.
Yeah.
He tries to hide it under the box, and he goes,
"Oh, you got me! No,
guilty."
Did you see my hat thing, though?
He goes, I just got my hat on the fucking rack.
You should have seen it, man.
You should have seen it.
It was some Dude Perfect shit, man.
Throughout the whole film, we have to do James Bond as a fucking loser.
A loser American. We're doing American accents as well.
Oh wait, I'm trying my hardest.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get the way he speaks. Yeah, so far we've got a bit of mystery created because this is M kind of talks about the mission and he sets up, this is where you're going to go, this is what you're going to do, this is what's happened. You need to find out what's going to happen. And I think it's really weird that James kind of takes on a bit of a detective. He feels like more of a detective than a spy.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like that?
Yeah, especially in the first half. Mate, give him some time when you're free. I don't know what M sounds like.
What's it? The posh British accent. Go on.
James Duty Dench.
Go on. That'll do.
Bond, you have 3 hours to get to the airport. Come on, man.
I mean, at that point, why don't you just say you're going to the airport now?
Yeah. Because, again, I saw this video about the difference in the book. The book takes, way long. Strangfellow gets murdered. 2 weeks later, Bond gets put on the case. A week later, he gets the plane.
Damn.
He spends...
That's why the 3 hours was like... M looks at the camera and goes, this isn't the book.
He spends 2 weeks being hunted by assassins. Then he spends a week just sort of, working out in a, nice house, hanging out with Quarrel, who we'll meet later.
I fucking love Quarrel.
I know. Yeah.
He's my favourite character.
Anyway, yeah, sorry to go off track, but I just think it's interesting how long the book takes. Whereas James Bond is like, hey, this guy just got murdered, you're going now.
I feel like, because he's told about Felix Leiter, who we'll meet in a bit. He's meeting the CIA agent.
The most useless character. I know he's in the other books and probably the other films.
It's Jeffrey Wright in the Daniel Craig ones.
Is it?
Yeah.
I need to watch these
And
films.
he's fantastic as Felix Leiter. Jeffrey Wright, yeah. Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I was right. I get him mixed up with someone else. He's great as Felix Leiter and such a better version of the character.
So with each... I just don't know anything. With each Bond in the films, each Bond actor, is it like a soft reboot?
Yeah, so every time they change Bond, they also change M, Moneypenny, Q. They change all the Felix Leiter, all the consistent characters they'll always recast.
Wait, is each one like a different production company and stuff?
No, it's all I. It begins with an I, 3 letters. But it's the same production company.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's cool.
I don't think they've ever made a direct remake of a film, have they?
No.
They never did 2 Casino Royales, did they?
No.
So yeah, there is theories.
Well, they technically did Casino Royale. It was before Dr. No, and it wasn't them, and it was someone else, and they had to change a lot of stuff about it because they didn't quite have the rights.
Right.
So James Bond was an American called Jimmy Bond. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Peter, I want to say Peter Lorre was Le Chiffre. So Mads Mikkelsen was Peter Lorre.
Okay.
I want to say, I'm really sorry. Dad, if you're listening to this, please do not text me and say, Kat, you got this wrong.
Anyway, there is that famous theory that James Bond is just a code name, which apparently is false, which I think it is false.
My favourite James Bond theory is that there is, because you never usually hear about the other agents, and that's because James Bond is actually a distraction. And that's why he's always guns blazing and big explosions, because all the other agents are just doing a really good job of, because all the attention's on him, and that's why he uses his real name instead of
yeah, he never uses a fake name, does he? I don't get that. Then we briefly see James Bond's house, very briefly. That man loves cars.
Do we see his house?
Very briefly.
I don't remember that.
What's his name? Trench is there.
Oh, yes. That's not his house. That's his apartment, isn't it? Or is that his house? That's his room.
His room.
He gives, yeah.
With car posters.
And they play golf.
And he goes, hey, I love cars. Have you seen Top Gear?
This isn't James Bond. He goes, if you're impressed by golf, you should have seen my hat earlier. It was amazing.
So basically, I get this right, Miss Trench. The hat stand was there.
He's recreating it in the room.
So I was here, I opened the door, and I threw my hat, and the hat landed, right? It was fucking awesome.
And then they sleep together.
Yeah.
And she's not in the film again.
First shag. Apparently she's in other films.
Don't remember. She might be.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Straight to
the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's not much to say about that scene particularly.
Or the airport?
Yeah. Do you want to send him to my airport?
He goes in the phone booth and then it's revealed he's been tracked by everyone in Jamaica, because I think Leiter goes in afterwards.
Leiter's sunglasses are so stupid.
Oh, the little butterfly ones.
Yeah, he's got Audrey Hepburn sunglasses on.
And we see Quarrel, best character.
No, we don't.
Is he not there stalking as well? I think he's at the airport.
Is he? I don't think he's at the airport.
He leaves. Quarrel's also there. And then also the 3 blind mice are there.
The 3 blind mice are there. Yeah, I don't remember Quarrel being there. I might be wrong, though.
I just think everyone. I think everyone.
It might be fun if everyone's there.
James Bond goes, hiya, my name's James Bond. Are you my taxi?
He goes, yes, sir.
Let me check my reservation number. I was like,
And he goes, no, we'll do it. He goes, no.
That's not.
And he goes and calls. And he gets in the car, and we actually have, I want to say, quite a decent bit in the car.
So I think it looks a bit daft, the close-ups. It doesn't look bad.
No.
I don't feel the speed until it pulls out and they go around the corner. I didn't realise how quickly they're going to that.
This is really weird, and I wonder if it's because of the budget, but this bit in the car, that's not green screen.
No.
But when they have the car chase later, that is.
That's because a lot of shit's happening behind.
But they go so fast because you can tell they're kind of fucking zooming. Then it pans out and they are rocketing down the road.
I think what was that assassin's plan, the driver? Because he was like, why are you going so fast? Being followed.
No, genuinely, this film has some of the, I want to say, shittest assassination attempts in any film I've seen. Every single assassination attempt on Bond is shocking.
Bond's in the car. He's holding on to that little thing they have above the doors going, fucking slow down, mate. Mate, this is not on.
I didn't put my seatbelt on.
Give me a second. So he takes a right. And then I love how he just instantly has the gun to that guy's back.
That's cool. You can tell he's really smart with this, and he's kind of like, James has kind of got the right mind for this. He's kind of experienced.
This is where I started, because obviously I am very, very new to James Bond as a character at this point watching this, and it's like, I love how he deals with the driver, because at this point when he gets in the car, he already knows that there's something up, there's something's going on. But I love the way he deals with it, and the way he talks to him, the way he navigates the situation. That's when the character starts to win me over. Like,
he is like good at his job, and he's like, this guy's it good.
He goes, man, I wish it's my other gun, my better gun.
He is also fucking cracked, because the driver tries to kick him. And he catches it in his hands and like throws him away. Like he's not a joke. And then we're hit with the old killer cigarette trick.
Awesome.
You've got that, haven't you? I've seen you do that before.
I've got my ricin cigarette.
Yeah, he's got his poison cigarette that he uses.
I flipped one over, and the only reason is because that's the poison one, just in case.
You just got to remember that's the poison cigarette.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I know, by the way, in the next scene, someone mentions Lighter's name, and I went, oh, what was he doing to Lighter?
Ben's sitting there going, Lighter? I hardly know her.
I've got one of them.
And then we pretty much just go straight to Bond's hotel now, didn't we?
No, we have him talking to like the minister guy, whatever his name is.
Honestly, that scene was so important. I just didn't write that down.
I saw a review online that said, this guy only has one phone, which means he's a lot less important
he's not as important.
Doesn't he flirt with the secretary a bit then? Or
no, because that's when is that when the secretary is listening in on the door?
That's later on. I think he says something very briefly.
This is what I mean. The first half is very
first half's
slow.
The better half.
Really, I think
100%.
It's very slow. I think
you'd be surprised. It's not.
What do you think of the first half, Justin? So far, you've been awfully quiet.
The first half.
What do you think so far? What's your?
Because we're like 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's good when we get to the halfway point.
All right, that's okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah. I'll tell you. I like the character, but I wasn't absorbed like I was at this point in the last film we spoke about. But it's good. Like nice character. One thing I love in this film is the colours.
Oh, every set looks awesome.
It's really great. I mean, considering the budget, they really use it, and it looks great. It is good. I think the Caribbean's a nice setting.
Yeah.
Like, especially later on when they're on the island, they're on Crabclaw Island. There's some great, I think the visuals are really good there.
Yeah. So he goes home.
Yes.
Well, not home, but you
to
know
his
what I mean.
hotel room.
And there's a bit of him bugging the place, which I quite like.
I've got that written down. He does some really nice spy work here with the dusting of the case and the little hair on the wardrobe. That's really cool. And
nothing really comes of it, though, does it? Because people do go into his hotel.
Yeah, and
people do.
They stole my hat.
You go, hey, by the way, he's in the car with the driver. By the way, the thing happened earlier before I got my plane.
You're losing the impression. You had it early, you've lost it again.
Sean Connery. Sean Connery. I was in here we are. I was in my manager's office earlier. I did this hat stand. You wouldn't believe this. And I took off my hat, right, and I threw it. It's not getting old.
That's not going to get old. And then pretty much he investigates the murder and he is told about Quarrel because of the photo that Strangway has. See the blood on the carpet.
Yeah, he was. That's a blood stain.
Well done, James. Well done.
I think James Bond says it is like when the guy's with him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well done.
So he's like, I know that. Any hat stands around here?
There's no blood on the hat stand. And then pretty much we are introduced shortly afterwards to Quarrel, who, my favourite character in this film.
Oh, I think we get a scene with Dent first. So he finds the geology book that has Dent's.
Is that not afterwards?
He finds it in the room.
Yeah. Oh God! This first half is just the plot. The plot wasn't gripping me at this point.
Does he meet Dent a bit later on?
I don't remember.
Quarrel.
This plot there's a lot of exposition. They just tell you a lot, I think.
But some of the scenes in the beginning are really cool.
Yeah,
I think the first half is a lot better. Scene by scene basis.
It's a bit of a weird one. I just think that the plot, they did a lot of telling you what was going on instead of showing you, which would have been nice. But
James Bond meets Quarrel. It's just kind of like weird.
I love Quarrel. So
Quarrel's the best character.
He's the best character. The lovely, played by John Kitzmiller.
What do you guys think about the writing of black people in this film? As 3 white guys, what do we...
There's one line later which I would like
to... Is it the shoes?
Yes,
yeah.
It's the shoes.
I was like, oh.
There is some lines where Bond comes across as such a dick.
I think about just the film writing in general, a lot of the black characters are like in subservient roles.
Yeah.
Other than Quarrel, who's just like sort of the comic relief.
So I think he's a great character,
I love him. Yeah, he's great.
I think, like... I mean, it's weird because, yeah, no, I agree.
It's like, what can we write worse? Black people or women?
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
They weren't bold enough to put any black women in the film.
No. That'll come later in James Bond, though. Quarrel is, I think, the best character in the film. Hands down.
Oh, yeah.
My favourite character.
No, second favourite.
Who's your favourite?
We'll get to it.
There's not that many characters, Ben.
We'll get to it.
Okay. Okay. What did you think
of...
It's
the dancing man.
Oh, the dancing. What did you think of Quarrel?
I actively don't want to be too hateful about this film for some reason because I get good vibes from it in some ways.
I mean, I feel like this film is very open to criticism because looking at what comes after it, it's a very interesting point to start at.
So I think it is Memento, but it's also a bit shit.
It's a very low budget spy film.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew what it was going to be.
You say low budget, I think some of the budget was high for the fucking villain lair that looks like that on real estate.
I guess what I want to say is probably, I think, low budget for a Bond film.
Yes.
Which
I find that low budget can work in a lot of cases when the story and the characters are really gripping, and they weren't for me. At least at this point.
Quarrel's awesome, though.
I will say the characters outshine the story by 100%.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the product placement in the scene, by the way? The most obvious thing I've ever seen.
What, when they meet Quarrel?
So he goes, Quarrel sits down at the bar, there's a bottle of Red Stripe in front of him,
the box,
facing the camera. And so I was like, oh, that's clear product placement. He goes into the back room, it's all bottles of Red Stripe.
Is that a real company? Is that a real
it's beer, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get them from supermarkets, Justin.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't
I've
sure
never
if you knew.
been to one of them. But apparently I've been hearing they've got one in our city now. They're everywhere.
I love Quarrel. But when they introduce... Films do this, right? And it bugs me a lot when I go... well done. When a character's like, he goes, are you Quarrel? And he goes, maybe.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't. Because... That means yes.
Yeah,
there is no... It's not... why would you respond to someone if you weren't?
The first example of that. It probably isn't, but yeah.
Maybe. You're right.
No, it'd be like Jimmy Stewart being like, depends who's asking, kid.
Yeah, something like that. It's weird because it means yes, I feel, in every situation. Because why would you say maybe if it wasn't?
I feel like it has been sometimes where it's not. I can't remember what it was, but I remember someone says maybe and they assumed it was and it wasn't.
I don't know why you'd say maybe if it wasn't.
Depends who's asking.
Like, it's just yes, clearly.
Heads up, guys. We're already half an hour into this recording.
Okay, we're almost halfway through the film.
Yeah,
Are we?
Yeah. This film is pretty slow. And then we kind of get...
Then
No,
we meet Dent.
No, Quarrel leads Bond into the back room. And they fight, and Bond is a beast in hand-to-hand combat. He catches that guy's foot, but he like fucking this guy pulls a knife, and Bond like uses himself to kick Quarrel and like and throw the other guy over him.
I like Bond's initial reaction to mate. I started a sentence, then you started one when I was halfway through.
I had bad reactions.
The speaking scarab, Ben, that we talked about.
I like Bond's immediate reaction because Quarrel pulls out the knife, then Bond just sort of looks, he smiles a little bit and like adjusts his tie, kind of flustered. Yeah. He kind of takes his time to sort of settle in and make an active decision as to what he's going to do.
It's nice. They really kind of show Bond's competentness quite nicely.
He's not jumpy.
Then our boy Leiter, who doesn't do anything in this film, by the way.
I'm convinced he's wearing women's sunglasses in this scene as well.
Hey guys, what's up? Stop it. This is Quarrel.
Leave him alone.
Hello, Quarrel. You got a hat
Who's that? That's
hello.
Not... You've lost it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out who I sound like instead.
I don't. Not James Bond. You should have worked on this before the episode.
Teddy.
Yeah, Mr. B. Yeah. Rowan Atkinson as James Bond.
You know,
Johnny English, dickhead.
Johnny English.
Oh no!
Now that's a film. That's a real film.
That's got our bugs in it. One of them.
Bastard. Okay, and now, obviously, once the introductions to the three characters, we go to the club.
Do we not meet Dent yet? Still,
I really don't think we do. Even if we do, I don't remember. He's not very important.
Basically, there's a scene where we first meet Dent where he lies about the radioactive rocks, whatever. It's just shot really badly.
Is that not the scene where they see the blood on the floor? Is he not?
That's what I thought. That's why I said. I think it's during that. No,
I think it's during that scene.
It's the scene after that, and you said no.
No, I think it's during that scene. It's not the scene after. I think it's that scene because they talk about...
No, because he finds the receipt, goes to Dent's office. Because I remember, because the door... I remember because he's a professor, but the door says Mr. Dent. I went, I
did not care for Dent at all.
Anyway, yeah, that scene's shot really poorly, basically. That's what I want to say. It cuts between the two really weirdly.
Yeah, Dent's he's got one good scene.
Yeah, being killed.
No, I like the introduction to Dr. No through Dent.
Oh, yeah.
I like that scene.
When you don't see him.
I also didn't realise Dent was in the first scene.
He was at the table, wasn't he? He doesn't matter that much to the film. He's not very important. He's the weakest character, probably.
Other than any female character.
Other than Ed, yeah, that's true. Can we go to the club?
Lighter.
And Lighter. Can we go to the club now?
Yeah, the best
I love
scene.
this bit.
Because the camera pans... can I say this bit?
You can say... Because obviously, can I do the follow-up afterwards? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. So the camera pans over there. All these extras have been told to dance. And you see a woman with a camera, and she's walking. And you see on the left side of the screen a man having the time of his life. His like eyeballs are bulging. He's like dancing as if he's ripping his skin off.
He's vibrating.
It's incredible. And I had to rewind it to go, that's awesome.
He's just in slightly just in the back, and you go...
Did you notice him?
Did you notice this guy?
No.
Okay, we're gonna watch it in a second.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm on the scene now. I'm looking for what you're on about.
You could.
Oh!
I need to watch this again. Yeah, so this guy's absolutely going crazy. He's like,
and I love it, just the way
because all the extras are kind of in sync, doing like arm bopping, and it just goes to him, and he's just fucking shaking.
Like honest, and he's like right in the foreground as well. I don't know how you missed him, Justin.
I can't believe you missed him. Oh, okay.
You were on your TikToks, weren't you?
No, I was
scrolling on your Reddits.
Well, this is what happens when a scene don't grab me.
This scene grabs me.
I agree with Ben. Why didn't it grab you, Justin?
Look, okay.
I hate clubs.
It's just I think that the bigger issue is that the film up to this point didn't grab me.
It's a bit slow at this point, I will say.
And also, I've got a note here, but I may as well say it now because it's a continuous thing for me in this film now. But it's like, okay, what I've got is like I've seen films before with a somewhat similar genre, this sort of particular kind of action adventure genre, and it's not my genre. It's not really
spy films.
Spy films, but also a sort of wider thing of like the kind of action adventure films with like the respected masculine main hero and all the allies and all the power they have and all the spies and all just that kind of archetype for a film.
Isn't that Star Wars?
Yeah. I suppose so, but it's not. I wouldn't say that's the same. It's just not my kind of film. So I genuinely it's just not for me.
Did it get to a point where it did grip you, or did you feel this like the whole way through?
There are parts from like, okay, yeah, I like this bit, I like this bit, I like this shot, I like what's going on here, good character work. But generally, I'm like, this isn't the kind of film that excites me.
I feel like we're having our legs discussion already.
Nah, I mean, we'll get there.
So this scene, we get to see them around the table just talking a bit, and I really like how that photographer, obviously she was at the airport as well. She goes to take a picture of them and turns around and pretends to take pictures of, again,
the guy, he's back.
He's back. And this time, his face is going fucking...
His eyes are going to pop out of his skull and he's
this
like
man
shaking. I recommend if you've not seen this film, go watch this one scene. So if you just go and just find the club scene, you will see him. You can't miss him, except if you're Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scene's good. I really like the photographer whose name I actually don't remember.
I think they say it. It's the only,
I should have the cast up, to be honest.
It's the only one. By the way, Quarrel straight on action just almost breaks her arm.
Quarrel's kind of crazy in this scene because she smashes the light bulb and he doesn't react.
He laughs.
Yeah, he feels blood and he's got blood and he just goes.
I'm like, that must be incredibly painful.
Like, she just fucking smashed that on you.
Even worse, she smashes it first, then drags it across his face.
Sister Rose.
He was not arsed. I think he enjoyed it.
Annabelle Chung, I think, is the photographer. I believe. Yeah, he doesn't care. And actually,
they let her go pretty easy.
I was so fucking focused on the dancing guy that I actually don't remember what they talked about in this scene.
Oh,
because I was like, hang on, what was that guy?
Yeah, I think it's more like, you're taking pictures of me. And it wasn't when I threw my hat on my handstand.
She doesn't take a picture when I threw my hat.
I wish I would have had a camera then. But then they like destroy the camera. Like, who do you work for? She goes, no, not telling. And then like she almost has her arm broken.
I mean, this is
she leaves anyway.
This is the scene where we're first told about Dr. No. This is where the name drop happens, isn't it?
Right at the end. So firstly, James, it's like the least sort of thing because James Bond goes, a guy kills himself and she almost breaks her arm and doesn't give a name. Who could this be? Tell me, who owns that other island? It's a guy by the name of Dr. No.
Roll credits, sorted.
The name's No. Dr.
I mean,
No.
that ends the scene. It fades away,
It does,
it?
yeah. Credits roll. I think you could have put it there. So, yes, after this, we kind of get that the three blind mice come back briefly to try and assassinate.
For like a second.
Bond. Yeah, and
they put up a gun and they go.
And they look, and then there's a car that comes past, and I don't know, does it scare them? There's a car there. They leave him be. They do fuck all. They killed the person at the start, and they never used after that point. I think
just kind of chilling.
Is this the scene where Dent goes to?
They're not even blind. They just pretend to be blind. They're horrible.
Is this the scene where Dent goes to Dr. No?
That's after that scene, after this bit, yeah. Which I like that scene.
It sets up the place they're in, but I counted there's like 6 workers on the dock. I was like, okay, I'm good with that. That's good. Later on in the film. Why is there like a small island nation living on that island?
Because they were getting out of there. They were underground, weren't they? They're in the facility.
I know, but why is there so many of them?
Because there's a lot of work.
We'll get to the kill count later. Because I counted Bond's kills in this film. So far, none.
Oh, he's doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well for himself. I would like to know the final kill count, very interestingly. Yeah, because at the end, he kind of goes a bit crazy, doesn't he?
Actually, have a guess. How many kills Bond is directly responsible for?
I'm going to say about like 5.
4.
Okay, I'll get back to you later.
Okay, well, I'm interested in that. Yeah, so we get the kind of we don't get a reveal of Dr. No, we get his voice, which I really like. That's effective. That's a good way of showing the villain without showing him, and he's in the big room, and he makes the guy sit on the little chair in the corner.
Why does he have that room?
What is that room? Yeah, what is the purpose of that room?
I got a gift for you, though.
Oh, don't. And he gives him the spider.
Welcome to ScreenBugs.
That's our first bug.
That is entirely, I think,
That's the only bug in the film.
You know, I came out of this film, when we were going to it today, I forgot about the spider scenes. I was like, I know there must be, but I don't remember any bugs in this film.
I can't remember. There's another film we watched recently where I was like, about an hour in, I went, there's no bugs in this fucking film. The second I said that one appeared, I was like, oh, okay. Might be the Mummy.
I think it was the Scarabs and the Mummy.
They take fucking ages to appear.
Yeah. So we see the spider, and he like kind of like goes, ew, 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 and he grabs it and holds it away from him. He's like, ew.
I assume it's implied to be venomous, but
it's just a tarantula.
They never really actually say it's venomous.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
In the books, it's a poison, like a venomous centipede, I think, which would have been cool as hell.
That would have been cooler. It's probably easier to get a spider.
And Roger Moore is terrified. No, Sean Connery is terrified of spiders.
Well, yeah. And sorry, just before the assassination attempt, I love the bit when James comes in and he sees all the people coming in, and he sees that there's people been in there with the fingerprints and that. And I like how he grabs the bottle, sniffs it, and gets a different bottle, because I really like that. He does a lot of cool like detective-y shit in this film, which I don't think he does in other films. And I like that.
Yeah.
Cut to the single worst assassination attempt in history. The spider's just there.
Yeah, we never actually seen him get put in there.
No, the spider. He's just under the covers, because like James, he's snuggled in his blankie.
Well, so when he wakes up, his face is so red and sweaty.
This is the most scared we see James Bond.
Yeah.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kai, probably in all the films.
I mean, if Sean Connery was afraid of spiders, then yeah, he would have been.
Yeah, but this is the only, like in this scene, this is the most in danger he seems.
Interestingly, with this scene, and I don't know if either of you two noticed this, in the wide shots when you see James and you see Sean Connery's face, the spider's not on him.
Yeah,
it's on a sheet of glass.
So there's a sheet of glass between them.
The close-ups are on someone, but when it shows Sean Connery's face, it's on glass. It's not on him. And if
because he's terrified.
Yeah, if you know that, you can tell. But I'm
interesting. One thing I found weird on a character basis, like why? So I assumed it must be some kind of poisonous spider, right? But he doesn't move. He just sort of waits for it to naturally crawl off him.
And then he goes,
I know, but it's like, surely your best bet.
I think it's because he doesn't want to startle it while it's on him, because it'll bite him. So he waits for it to be off him before he makes a move.
But if the assassination attempt is to put it on him, assuming it wouldn't bite him, then surely you wake up realising maybe he didn't realise what it was, but he just sort of... I feel your best bet's just to flick.
No, that would startle it and make it bite. That's the assassination attempt.
At that point, if they can get the spider in the room, why not just shoot him?
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to make it.
The aggression he kills the spider is the most angry he is the entire film when people he's with are in deathly danger.
He reacts more to the spider than he does to Quarrel.
By the way, the stamping to the music cues.
I love that with the dun 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 dun.
That was really good, guys.
Yeah,
I did like. There's a lot of bits in this film I appreciate stuff like that. It's really nice bit.
Then do we go straight to him going back to that office and being eavesdropped on?
Yes, because he's got the afternoon off, is what he says.
Yeah, I'll see you later, maybe.
Which made me wonder that line where he talks about I've got the afternoon off. 1, how many hours do you think Bond works? 2, how much do you think he gets paid to do his job? Do you know what I mean? Because like I've never thought about James Bond getting a paycheck.
I
before.
assumed he didn't actually have an afternoon off. He doesn't have like a schedule. He was just like saying she was like, "Oh, I'm actually got the afternoon off."
No, I know it's meant to be a throwaway line, but it just got me thinking. I wonder how much James Bond gets paid to do this.
Enough.
It's minimum wage.
You saw him at the fucking casino, didn't you? He just I love gambling.
Maybe he gets minimum wage. He's just really good at gambling.
I fucking love gambling.
Who's that?
Don't know.
You're losing it. It's Sean Connery if he was withering away as we talk to him.
Sean Connery.
No.
Did you see that hatch stand earlier?
So yeah, we get because he agrees to meet her at her house.
His house.
Oh yeah, and then she rings him, doesn't she? She's like, "Can you come pick me up?" And then
so he gets in his car,
and I think we have the most underwhelming car chase I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then the most extreme ending to it.
So one, the green screen looks. I know. It's 1962. The green screen looks terrible. Go on, Justin.
Because of how ridiculous it looks, I had such a fucking good time. Like that moment of that green screen in the car was the most hooked I was the entire film.
I was just really surprised because they do the other bit with actual cars earlier in the film. So
I assume it's because it's the road, because it's very
windy road.
Yeah.
I do like Connery's like,
he looks behind him and goes, "Something's coming. Oh shit.
Fuck, they're following me.
I want to go home."
I miss Lisa Connery. We need to bring him back.
Lisa Connery's coming back.
Fuck me, that's a big spider. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's probably...
there's a big spider.
That's probably how Sean Connery fell.
Bond. It's like 2 a.m. here. Help! I haven't got a bit of newspaper to get it out.
Bring a cup,
I need a plastic cup and a sheet of paper. Now! Let it now!
You're enjoying Lisa Connery. Yeah.
He's sat outside the hotel room like, oh, I'm not going back in there.
You're turning into Winston Churchill.
I felt that one, yeah.
The shot in that car chase that I was trying to say as well, to go back to it, that the shot of the car actually falling and burning looks
Oh, yeah, so he goes under the crane, and I go, oh, these guys are about to turn, and they're just going down the hill.
Why did
Suddenly,
they just brake?
the car is on fire.
It's so
And
random.
suddenly, I go, oh, they could live. Because I knew what was going to happen, but I had to go to the classic, they could be fine.
I love that the construction worker kind of doesn't give a fuck.
James Bond goes,
Yeah.
oh, the fuck, they just died, man. That is James Bond's technically first 3 kills.
There are 3 people in the car, is there?
The 3 blind mice.
Is it the 3 blind mice
Yeah.
in that car?
They're not in the rest of the film.
I did not know. I thought they were so unimportant. I didn't even know it was
Oh,
them.
yeah, it's 3 blind mice.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And James Bond goes,
No wonder they were shit at driving. They
holy shit, they're fucking dead. Oh my God, I've never killed someone, but I've never done this. I've never felt responsible
You're really enjoying this bit today, aren't you?
Yeah, sorry. The listeners won't, but I am.
Ben's got a big grin on his face.
Yeah. But he does do the line of, I think they were going to a funeral.
That line actually made me laugh.
I don't think it's a good line. The one but later on's better.
It's such a shit line that it's good, I think.
It'd make more sense if the question before it wasn't, hey, what the hell just happened? It'd be more sense like, where do they think they're going? Oh, I think they're going to a funeral.
He just, like this guy who was unfazed that car just blew up, and he probably doesn't even speak English. And then James just goes, and they go,
By the way, I had a hat on the other day.
all right, he arrives at the house.
Hello.
He arrives at the
This scene's so weird because he shags her for so long.
He he does a lot of thing where he proper like grabs the woman by the neck and like pulls them in. He's like, come here.
Am I right in saying that Bond knows there's something off about her,
And still sleeps with her.
hooks up with her,
Yeah.
then sends her away against the will?
Yeah.
Hooks up with her like twice, right?
He does do it twice, yeah. No, because
That's
he's like,
fucking crazy.
my ride will be here, and she's like, how long? And like 40 minutes, and then it fades to black. What?
Yeah, I love it. It's kind of insane because I didn't expect it because I was like, okay, Bond obviously doesn't. Bond obviously knows she's a spy.
He
but
does. He's
why is he
figured it out.
so into like?
Yeah, he's figured it out at this point. He does it. He does it for the love of the game.
That was crazy.
I think he waits for because he goes, I got a taxi here. And she goes, that explains it. Explains what?
Yeah,
You should have known as soon as she opened the door and went, oh.
she's an awful written character.
She's like really. So the second time they start shagging, she just puts on some like nail varnish. She's like, oh, let's go out.
Watch my nails.
Let's not go out for a Chinese restaurant. I'll make some food.
No, because they sleep together, and there's a mirror, and then he's like sat
Awesome
there
shot. He
in
looks
bed,
like
and he just goes, I'm hungry.
Yeah, that really made me because it's very like cliche, like man, like he just had sex. He's like,
He goes, I'm hungry.
Get me a fucking beer.
Yeah, he's like, this is one of the main. I do know. He is. Some of his lines come across. He's such a prick.
He's so 60s, yeah.
He's so 60s.
But anyway, she goes, wash my nails, they shag again. And then he leaves, and she instantly are they driving a cab as well? Is it lighter in the car, I think?
Oh, good question. I think so.
Yeah, so he opens the back door, puts her in, and he just lights her. He's like, oh, got you. I'll make sure to watch her nails. And I thought for some reason, I was like, oh, maybe she put like poison on the nails as a way to kill him. He's just like
polish.
taking the piss out of her. He's like, I've just shagged you twice.
Fuck you. He's yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like we could literally skip to.
No, we got the awesome bit. So Bond waits for Dent in the dark.
Oh.
And he gets so bored. I fucking love
loves
solitaire.
playing solitaire.
I love
Solitaire.
solitaire.
Yeah, I did like that.
Do you think he bought the cards with him?
I think he bought.
So he either always has cards on him when he just
Or
goes
he
for a
found
shag,
cards.
or he got bored, looked around the pond, and went, oh, she got some cards. I'm going to play some solitaire. I don't know what the funniest option is, but can we change the film so that he stood there in the dark, like trying to throw a hat back on the hat? He never really captures the magic, though. You're like, fuck, I don't know how I did it.
That's a good scene. I like that scene.
Yeah, so he comes in, shoots the bed.
You hear
Bond
the
goes-
the thumps of the silences. Yeah, Justin.
The part
Put the gun down.
at the part that then he goes for the gun again and he's like, and
He's got his
fails
foot on the
completely.
floor. And he's like,
That's so cool though. 'Cause
What?
The way Bond is, put a gun down. But then Dent very like kind of coolly tries to bring it over this foot. I think that's really cool.
But no, why are all the killers in this film so lame?
Well, this guy's meant to not be an assassin. He is like just a
Yeah, he tried to shit spider.
Yeah.
No, as I said, all the assassination attempts in this film suck.
They're so rubbish.
So yeah, I like the fucking line that I counted. Yeah, that's a Smith & Wesson. You've had your 6.
That's when they shoot him.
That's
and
awesome.
a little bit of a dramatic death from the Fred. He kind of like...
That's the 4th kill. Are we counting the spider as a kill?
No.
That's the 4th kill.
We should count with ScreenBugs. We should count the spider.
That means I've lost.
I won't count the suicide.
Okay, 5 then. 5 then for
Right,
now.
5.
With the spider. Okay, yeah. And should we jump to the island now? I feel like there's whatever else happens. I don't actually remember.
They get on the boat.
I think they do get on the boat.
I love the boat
because
shots.
for some reason they don't decide to sleep. They go at night, makes sense to avoid the detection, whatever. Put down a fucking sail, Coral. We get into the thing, and he goes, "I'm gonna go sleep over there. You sleep there." Like,
Coral, you sleep separate from me, okay? You stay away.
Bob, if you hadn't spent the last 4 hours shacking someone,
You could have got a
wouldn't
good
be
night's
so
sleep,
knackered. Yeah, you could have slept there. Just gone here now.
The-
Yeah, well, he goes, "Coral, you're sleeping over there."
I love when they talk about the dragon on the island because Coral doesn't want to go because of the dragon.
Yeah, because Lighter goes, "Local tradition. What are you gonna do?"
These guys are stupid. The island, you said it before, the island goes on for actually quite a while. That's a long scene.
So we get so Bond sleeps. We get the other iconic moment of the film of that woman, honey, not Honey Galore, is it?
No, it's not Honey Galore. It is... That's the wrong film I've got my notes for. Where's my Dr. No notes?
I just want to say as well,
notes. Don't know notes, just
before
honey.
you move past onto the island, the boat shots look really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously shot on set, and you've got the rocking of the camera, which was clearly on a boat as well, kind of matching.
It's
the,
very
nice.
effective.
It is. It looks good. I agree. It's a nice little...
We just got to the famous bit.
yeah, with Ursula Andress
Yes.
coming out of the water. The very iconic shot.
I don't think that bikini's that hot. I don't know what all of film history is people talking about.
It's the 60s, man.
That's all I could.
I think it's an iconic shot. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like iconic, but also
This was like the first Bond girl, I guess, and they're obviously
he's already had 2 in this film.
the actual
He's had
Bond
3
girl.
in
The
this film.
actual Bond
Yeah.
girl. All the others were like...
Who, by the way, we'll get to her backstory in a minute. But, oh my God, Bond, you're a dick.
No, oh yeah, Bond. He is such a prick.
So firstly, he starts singing along that song. He's like a little goofy guy.
I actually did quite like that. But
I don't want your concho. I don't want your shells. So she threatens him with a knife. I like that briefly.
yeah, she fucking pulls that shit on him.
I don't know why.
Why
she
she
goes
has
in
a
between
knife?
being like, oh, she's had a past. She's got like fucking experience.
She's not. She
to
is.
being useless, not knowing anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's too.
Pick one of them.
Yeah. They don't know what to do with her. She's competent.
Better
but
than in the book.
what happens in the book, Ben?
In the book, her main wishes are to move to America, to become a prostitute,
Surely not.
to earn enough money to go back to Jamaica and get married.
Surely not.
Yeah.
That.
Unless that YouTube video I watched lied to me. But Sydney...
If you're wrong, I'll have my dad messaging me telling me I'm wrong. So, yes, we're on the island now, and we have probably Bond's most dickheaded line to Quarrel. It is pretty much after they meet.
Because that boat goes around, they shoot,
The boat,
they have to hide
they
a bit.
shoot. It's like, we know you're there. Ooh. And then,
If you knew we were there, why didn't we kill us earlier? Or just come on the beach?
yeah, well, they're sleeping.
He goes, I don't like that line. It really-
It's such a dick line because he just looks at Quarrel and goes, fetch my shoes. Like, that's horrible.
like, out of context, if it wasn't a black man he was saying that to,
It's
and
the
it was
fact
someone
that-
that
it's the fact
it's not
that-
like he's working with, it's like just like hey, grab my shoes real quick.
But like,
fetch my
why did he
shoes.
take them off? Quarrel's got shoes on.
Yeah.
Quarrel's got his shoes on. He's fine. You didn't need to take. I love how my toes feel in the
Fetch my
sand.
shoes. He uses the shoes later. Check out his gun, man.
Actually, if he didn't have them, the film
Yeah.
wouldn't be the same, would it?
And then we get them hiding in the water.
I love that with the bamboo shoots.
I like that.
I like that.
I
bit.
don't like how we don't see Quarrel. We only focus on those two.
I don't think
At this point, Quarrel is sidelined.
I don't think I've ever seen the bamboo shoots out of the water unless it's in a cartoon. I don't think I've ever seen that in an actual film. That was nice to see.
So is that just so they could breathe underwater?
Yeah, it's hollow tubes. They just stick it out of the
Nice.
water.
And then what happens
Cool.
after the other soldiers leave, Kai? Kill number 6.
Oh my god, yeah, because it's kind of off screen, isn't it? Like,
No, it's not off screen. He just fucking like, boom.
no, he grabs the guy and then it cuts to Honey's reaction. He goes,
yeah, but he's like just in
he's
the water.
floating in the water.
Yeah, that's his sixth, and that's the only film killed that he gets questioned on. She goes, "Why did you do that?" I was like, "Also, honey, in the very next scene, you're going to tell us you killed someone."
Yeah, but mine's just
the very next scene, he goes, "I had to." I mean, yeah, probably.
And shortly after that, we're introduced to the.
No, we have the talk about her past.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's kind of like her dad went missing on the island. I don't think that ever comes anything of that, does it?
No, it's not even like Doctor No's like, yeah, I killed him, which I think would have been interesting.
Yeah, like,
but because the way
or he worked for Doctor No, or something like anything.
No, because they knew if they come back to it, they'd have to include her in the story at the end, and they didn't want to do that.
So yeah, he's like, oh man, and so she's like, yeah. So this guy was like really nice and let me stay in the room, but then he'd come up to my room at night. What happened then? James,
please tell me what's going on next.
Yes, and she goes, so I put like a tarantula under his mosquito net and it killed him over a week. Well, James Bond's line is just like, oh.
He goes, I don't like spiders.
I don't get on your wrong side. It's genuinely like that.
Yeah,
like,
it is. Remind me not to piss you off or something like that.
I'm like, James, no.
Can I say again, in this section where they're just talking, that the composition in the shot of both of them is gorgeous. But again, just the colour in this film is gorgeous. It's popped so much.
The Crab Claw Island, all the visuals are great here, I will say.
So nice.
And then we meet the dragon.
What do you guys think of the dragon?
I don't remember any dragons in this film.
I remember seeing it because they talk about like, yeah, it's a.
It's been a long time. I got really excited. I thought,
and they describe it, and it is just the shittest looking tank I've ever seen.
I like, in the first thing that he goes, yeah, there's no mistaking it, man. I've seen it.
And it's like
Coral turns and goes, see, I told you.
And it's just a box that Bruce fights. Like, how could you think that's a dragon? That's crazy. Obviously, they look at this heavily armored vehicle,
bang,
and they decide to pull out tiny pistols.
Yeah, that's one of my notes. What the fuck are you trying to do?
Bond earlier in the film says he never missed a shot. He shoots like 10 times and manages to hit the light once.
I mean, he didn't miss. He just wasn't hitting anything that could die, I guess.
But something could die.
And that, sadly, is Quarrel, who...
James Bond does not give a fuck.
It's brutal. Literally, I had to rewind it. Because I was writing down the words pistols versus tanks, and then I just hear... And I look, and it's just Quarrel's on fire, and I go... Oh! And I rewind it, and I watch it, and I was like, that's horrible.
The tank's so far away from him. The tank like teleports forward. He
gets a worse death than the villain.
Yeah, he goes, ah.
It's brutal. He gets torched, dies, and James Bond goes, who's that guy? He may as well have, because he doesn't react to what he's saying. In the book, it really hits him hard because they've known each other for like ages now. They've just spent a week hanging out, working out. That's basically all he's been doing. That's what I mean. I wish he would have reacted more, but obviously he's got to keep the kind of stoic kind of... I'm a man. Yeah, I wish he would have reacted to that because I like...
Yeah. Are we still saying that Idiot Bond would have been the best version? Because you go, oh my God, Quarrel!
What the fuck?
Quarrel! What the fuck? Honey, that was my man. I love that guy. He just murdered fucking live. I don't want to be here.
If this wasn't the 60s, I'd be with him, not you.
This was meant to be a murder. This was meant to be a murder mystery in Jamaica. That's a fucking dragon.
Honey, I want to go home.
Can we make a remake of this film with Dumb Bond?
Dumb Bond.
The cheapest budget we can.
Yeah. All right. So
awesome.
Moving on.
So they arrest them both. Yeah. You get that weird bit where they have to strip naked.
Oh God, yeah, and they have to put on the
and then it becomes very hospitable.
There's this really weird bit when Bond's like, yes, we need to eat up. Like earlier.
That's straight after, because this is a bit where they have that weird stripping bit where they go, make sure they're not irradiated, and then he's like, take my handcuffs off, please. Oh, yeah, when they hose them down and shit, yeah. Why do they handcuff Honey as well? Because she's like, tries to fight him still. Yeah, she doesn't stop. Once they've lost, she's like really thinks she's going to manage it the last minute to sort him out. So they try and arrest Bond, then they try and arrest her, then Bond like swings, and they arrest Bond, and she starts swinging, and they just leave. Yeah, the scene just ends. Yeah, so they just shower him down. Again, quite cozy looking robes.
I actually
They
really
kind of
like
get wined
that.
and dined a bit of
They do. The room they stay in looks quite nice.
Yeah, the whole.
I would stay there.
Yeah.
I would stay on Crabclaw Island.
Would you see in that room? I'd be in that room like, hey, Kai. Bond goes, look, sliding door. Look how cool this is. Oh, man, this is so much better than my hotel. There's spiders in there, honey.
There are some sick sets in this part of the film.
I think the Dr. No's lair and all that, the sets really are the best here.
So then he goes, he's just seen one of the only people we've seen him be friends with, burnt alive, goes, man, I sure am hungry.
Yeah,
Like,
but what I don't get is earlier in the film, he sniffs the vodka and he puts it down. However, here in the villain's fucking lair, he goes, these cakes look delicious. Inside, like,
Don't mind if I do.
Why do you suddenly trust them?
Also, the anti-coffee, like the coffee an opposite day because it makes him really sleepy. It really made me laugh because she's like, man, that coffee. He goes, I think
Honestly, though.
she falls asleep. He goes, damn coffee, and then just like slumps
No,
over.
because then we get this scene of fucking Dr. No's hands, and he just comes in and he tucks Bond in.
I know.
He leans down and gives him a little kiss. He goes,
Why did they do that? Why couldn't they just say, hey, Dr. No, meet you tomorrow if you guys want to just sleep tonight?
I don't know.
There's a point where they have them exactly where they want them. They could have done anything to them there. They wind down and give the most comfortable, cozy drugging ever seen, then tuck them into bed for a bit.
Yeah, can I point out? So they were on the floor in the robes. Bond is then in bed without the robe on. Like, so someone's
Dr. No's come and tucked him in.
Picked him up, tucked him into bed. Gone,
Cradling him in his arms, kissed him, read him a bedtime story.
He goes, I've heard many tales of this man's hat trick.
Can I just say, and I want to know
Hat
how you
stands.
guys feel about this. So obviously, Dr. No has fake hands.
What?
It's very obvious. He's got very long arms because he's got fake hands. Can I say, why? Why
Radiation,
give him fake hands though? He's got gloves on.
Because-
You never see
mate.
underneath.
No, there's aren't gloves. Those are the metal.
They
black
look-
metal.
they look like gloves.
They're not gloves. They're black. I thought they were gloves.
They look like gloves.
I thought
What the
they were
fuck?
gloves. I thought they were gloves. I rechecked their hands.
Oh, I know.
But he has to have them because it can't be a James Bond villain without a physical deformity.
They're meant to be a prosthetic hands, aren't they? But
Metal,
I find
yeah.
it funny because it looks like when they're filming, obviously, he's probably wearing gloves on set, right?
I reckon he's like doing the classic trick of like he's got
No,
stuff.
he's got something. You can tell because when there's a scene where he stands up and his arms are really long because he's got something attached
So he's
to
got
his
long
regular
arms,
hands. And I just don't think. I don't know why they did
But
that.
there's a shot. I tell you at one point where he's smoking with him, but his hands aren't really moving properly, so he's just sort of holding it like that.
I don't know why they gave him fake hands because he can't really move them properly.
They're
I
cool
know.
in the books. They're like pincers, like Lego minifigure hands, where it's just like
That would have
two.
been cool if he had them, but he's got. I feel like you
And
could have
also-
just had the same effect with regular hands.
There's a lot about pigeon shit in the book.
Oh,
Like a lot of islanders don't go to this place because it's covered in pigeon shit. And he's like doing something. He's got like containers around. But yeah, the entire island stinks of pigeon shit. And that's like a massive thing in the book.
so we go to the dinner scene. now.
Yeah, we actually meet Dr. No, and he's
So
just a
hang on,
guy.
I have a fun little fact. So you know the scene where Bond walks to the table and there's a painting, and he looks at the painting. That's a bit of a weird scene, right? When he looks at that painting of the guy,
Yes,
and there's a lingering moment. So that is the portrait of the Duke of Wellington. That painting was stolen famously in 1961.
So 2 years, yeah, okay.
So the joke
That's
is
quite
that
funny.
Dr. No played a part in this real life thing that happened.
That's quite cool.
It is.
A couple things before we get to the dinner that I really like.
Yes.
Is one, when they're in the lift going down to that room, I really like the detail where Bond says that he's scared too and sort of holds a hand and stuff, and
That was
it's
interesting,
quite
yeah.
vulnerable, which isn't really
But
incredible.
I
for
think
lot
it's
of
a
things he
lie.
doesn't.
I think he's just trying to pull.
Well, maybe. Yeah. But also,
I'm
this
really
room,
fucking scared right now, honey.
Honey, I don't want to alarm you. I'm shitting myself.
Honey, why did they... I think they took me to bed last night.
Somebody tucked me in.
Because I was left on the floor. Oh.
But, you know,
That wasn't you spooning me.
That's not a pillow!
Okay, shush, Justin, please talk. I'm
just
sorry.
saying, this room with the aquarium and the table and the painting and the walls and the little dead tree in the middle is my favourite set in the whole film. This
looks
room
great.
looks fucking sick.
I'd live there.
Imagine this for your premiere and it'll be so good.
I wouldn't live there. I don't like the architecture.
So
also-
the conversation between the actual introduction to Doctor No. What do we think of Doctor No as a villain overall?
In the books, by the way, he wears black contact lenses to make himself look alien.
I do find it funny how the film's named after him, but we've seen him for like 15 minutes.
We barely see him. He's actually quite a pathetic villain.
Oh, he sucks. What's his plan? Please, someone tell me what his plan was.
And I found his
Because
reveal was quite sudden and underwhelming.
he is, using the radiation to disrupt the rocket launch by the US.
Yeah.
So Bond goes, so you're working with the Russians, yeah? And Doctor goes, no, I don't like them
he's
either.
got a great line. What is it? East, west, both parts on the compass, each as stupid as each other. That's a great line. But
I don't think it is in the context that it is.
By itself, it's a great line. In the context, I have no clue what you're doing now,
Because,
man.
yeah,
what do you gain from this?
I think it's implied that he's taking money from the Russians to do this, and then he's going to, like, open market.
Well, it's because he's working for Spectre.
Yeah, but he's doing it for the money for Russia, and he's going to open market for But, like, I was like, okay, so you're getting a bit of money. Why do you have so many hench people working for you? And your thing was, hey, the US didn't hire me because I'm really smart, so I'm going to fucking... Yeah, that's it. He stole a lot of money. Then he couldn't get a job. So he's like, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to, like...
He's fun power, I guess. The plot in this film isn't great. I think there's a lot of stuff that I just didn't get. And I don't know
yeah.
And I don't feel like it's because I wasn't paying attention. I feel like because the film just doesn't do a great job of actually explaining things or showing things, for that matter. It just tells you a lot and expects you to like remember
There
it
is
all.
one really cool line I liked by Dr. No, which is that Honey gets taken away. He says something like, no, kill her or something. Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
James Bond goes, no!
And he
Picks up that bottle. He goes, I'd appreciate if you didn't smash that. It's an 83. And James Bond goes, I put the 81 myself. Put me down.
No, he goes, put the knife back, please, Mr. Bond. I'm not stupid or something. And he goes, you got me.
But
But then James Bond spends 5 minutes rage baiting him.
He does.
I find that strange as well, that because it's Bond that says to send her away. But that seems, because surely she's safer where you are than where they can do whatever the fuck
No,
they want with her.
he was saying like, hey, look, she's not really got anything to do with this. She was looking for shells. Just
Let her go.
let her go.
Basically, just let her go.
And he went, okay, send her to the torture chamber. No, that's not what I meant. No, listen here, you know that's not what I meant. But yeah, what the back and forth, he goes, and you lost your hands.
Basically, yeah.
You see, like, his in this scene, Bond's eyebrows and smiles.
He's got
Like,
a great smirk.
Hey, you lost your hands, dickhead.
Stop it, Bond.
Right. Oh, you look like a... What's the line? Like, oh, you're a big fish magnified because you're on a little island, dickhead.
Yeah. It's,
No. And he goes, all right, fucking just throw him in a prison cell.
Yeah, Bond gets battered.
He does get battered. And
Very briefly. Because I remember watching A Fistful of Dollars the other month, where Clint Eastwood character is like also this cool hero. But when he gets battered, he gets tortured for like a fucking week.
Yeah.
And I feel it. This one, it feels like he gets punched twice, thrown in the cell.
I think you are. He goes, oh, wow.
Oh,
and then he crawls
I've
through
got a bit of blood on my shirt.
He crawls through the massive pipes, which I don't know what
He
they're
uses his shoe first, man. He opens the vent.
The Chekhov's shoe.
Why does the vent like shoot at him, by the way?
I think it shocks him. That's why he uses his shoe.
Yeah, I know, but it just goes bang. I was like, whoa. And I genuinely for a second thought there's a guy hidden in the vent waiting.
You're not getting out.
Yeah, he like diehards it, doesn't he? 'Cause, like,
He goes through the massive vents, which are just gigantic for no reason. Do you agree? They were huge vents, weren't they?
Just the idea of having the massive vents as well, like where you've got your cell where you lock people up, and they're not locked in or anything. You just
With a slipper,
it looks
essentially.
like they're built to be escaped. You know what I mean?
Was that the plan? He wanted him to escape.
can I say what happens in the book at this point instead of going into a prison cell?
No, I think we need to talk about the film.
I know, but it's quite interesting.
All
It's
right,
cool.
go on.
All right, so Dr. No is the whole book is like interested in how much pain a man can take.
Yeah.
And Dr. No is like, yeah, I really like that. So he physically tortures Bond as much as possible for like different rooms and different things happening. I think he gets covered in like spiders. He like gets beaten the shit out of.
They wouldn't let Sean Connery do that bit.
And he goes from thing to thing, and he fights a giant squid.
That's cool.
And he like chops open its eye, and it's covered in all like the fish guts and shit.
Shout out Squid Game,
At the same
bro.
point, Honey, instead of just being tied to like by a sewer or something,
Something like that.
she's tied to a cliffside, surrounded by hundreds of crabs.
Crab Claw Island.
Crab Claw Island.
That'll be why. We see one crab.
One
I
crab.
forgot earlier when Quarrel's on the bank, there's just this little crab that skitters along the frame.
Crabs aren't bugs.
Yeah, but that's where the island gets its
Bugs
name.
of
That
the
one
sea.
crab. That one crab.
Yeah, he goes, and the most boring part of the film for me, I think, is this most of the climax of being.
Oh my god, the
he's
room,
in a big room.
the science room is so, when they're just sitting there, and Bond just sneaks in effortlessly.
He takes that guy's uniform.
Yep,
and then
walks in.
I was like, oh, this is like Shrek 2, where it's the Shrek 2 potion factory.
I just love that they've got this big cartoonish danger level indicator with a wheel.
Everything
turn it up.
Everything in that room's labelled because it shows that pan, and he goes, "Hey, like electrics, you ready?"
This check, next
Yes.
screen.
And
This check,
they all turn around and
next
go,
screen.
yeah.
This check.
It's just he does nothing clever at this point. He sees a danger level and just turns the fucking wheel.
But do you guys agree? Both the uniforms and that room remind you of Shrek 2.
No.
I don't remember Shrek 2.
The potion factory. So they have the same sort of outfit. And
Live and let die, man.
For some
Run
reason,
fun.
there's one room next to where Bond is, not the big open room, where they're like mixing like different colours. And I was like, okay.
That's such a stupid film. And then
He goes over to the wheel.
he fucks shit up. And
Oh
then
no, Dr. No goes, Chang. And he turns around, looks at very clearly James Bond in a mask, goes, what are you doing, man? Over there.
get over there, pal.
James Bond picked the right henchman to take out, really. Like any other one, like, oh, mate, you take the bins out for us. Fuck.
And then
I'm going to stand next to the big danger wheel.
He fucks the shit up, and then
It takes a while.
it does. This is a very slow bit. Actually,
He keeps like looking at everyone and he turn it off and turn it on.
Sorry, I love the fact that when the danger like gets real and stuff starts to melt down, you'd expect Dr. No to have like two guards be like, guards, him, kill him. I appreciate that he gets up and just rushes Bond. He gets up and he's like, oh, fucking come here, you. Which goes horribly for him, obviously.
Hang on, how many kills we had so far?
He
6.
killed like,
We're on to 6 because he killed that guy.
yeah.
I've forgotten
Okay.
people he kills in this film.
Now, I'd like to say I said direct responsible for. So this explosion that happens in a second. So obviously, the really cool fight
Yeah.
that Dr. No
Melts.
falls into the, like, yeah, because he can't hold things. That's 7, right?
Yeah.
Now this place is going to explode.
Mm.
I am going to count the people that James Bond has knocked out because they have actively been left there to die. The other ones could survive. They probably don't. But he knocks out that guy to get his uniform.
Yep.
He knocks out the guy that was on the rail.
Yeah.
Okay, that's already... So that's 9 kills for James Bond.
Yeah.
He goes, where? I need to go save Honey, my fit bird. He goes into the corridor.
Punches that random guy.
This guy, he punches him, goes, where's Honey? I don't know, man.
Wham!
Wham! Down to 4, 10. That's 10 people he's killed. He goes speaks to that woman. Does he let her go?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, where's Honey? In there. Okay. I think he knocks another person out on the way there. I'm not sure. I wouldn't
He
confirm
does
that.
so many bits that when they're escaping after the island starts going like meltdown, like there's like some guys like just trying to get on the boat and he's like
I'll get there in
grabbing
a
them,
minute.
punching them, like throwing them. It's like you could have just got on the boat
No,
with them.
trust me, I'll get there in a minute because that's the main one. I think he gets Honey. No, he doesn't. He goes, oh, Honey, you're fucking tied up next to it. It doesn't look like she's going to die. It's like a
Yeah,
weird...
why is she chained to the floor?
I think the implication is that she's meant to slowly drown, but it doesn't...
Last time, like, that's some Batman villain shit.
Then I think he knocks 2 people out right next to her.
Something like that. Yeah.
So that goes 11, 12. Goes to the boat. Before he gets to the boat, he like knocks the guy out into the water.
And like throws
13.
him off. Yeah.
Goes out into water, and there's 2 guys on the boat.
Yeah.
One guy, he pushed off the boat, that guy's swimming. But the other guy...
Knocks out,
James
he
Bond
just
knocks
floats
out.
there.
No, he knocks him out, and he's on the boat like that. James Bond, he starts the boat, turns around, and shoves the unconscious body over the side. That guy's drowned.
He didn't need to do that.
And I'm counting that as the last kill. That is 15 kills for James Bond. Only because he knocks so many people out as this place is exploding.
He's a bit of a dick here because like especially the guy in the hallway. We're like, where are you keeping it? I don't know. You could have let him keep running.
Yeah.
Like it's
Cool shot of the place exploding now.
I love the
One
miniatures.
guy jumping off.
yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
There's a
He just did
a
it
lot of
down.
people swan diving into the water. Isn't
Yeah.
there?
I assume they all died because
Yeah.
like you don't see any other ones of them. They get on like the only working boat and it like dies. So James Bond probably killed like
a good 100 people.
I'd say about 230.
I love the miniature that explodes. I think they use a miniature.
The boat. I saw the little tiny toy boat shit. Yeah.
They do that earlier in the film with the satellite coming out. Clearly a miniature.
That's the one I mean.
and
yeah,
I think the first instance of seeing Crab Crab Claw Island is also a miniature, I want to say. I like it. I like it when films do that. It's a nice effect that you create. Sometimes you can tell, but even if you can tell, I don't care, because I love when they've thought about it and stuff. I mean, other than this part of the film.
Funny, the boat dies, he goes, oh, we could swim for it. Oh. And he goes, why, stop shagging Bond.
He can't help it. He can't help himself.
Honey, I'm really fucking scared right now. I can't see land.
Well, it's really weird, because then Felix appears, finally, after being absent for, like, most of the film now.
I arrested that chick earlier.
Yeah, and he appears, and he's like, need a lift back? They get a lift, and then they start smooching, and then Bond just fucks them off by, like, untying it anyway.
I want another shag.
It's like,
just let's go.
Because, like, Felix looks at them kissing, and he goes, let's go.
What does he say? As soon as he sees them, he goes, apparently I'm the one that needs rescue.
Something like
apparently
that.
you're right, all right. I don't know why he's James Bond as well, but...
Everyone's Sean Connery now.
Sean Connery.
I think he says, do you need help? And then he says, like, I'm quite sure you don't, or something like that.
Yeah.
and then they untie the boat, and the boat starts drifting off in the water, and then it ends.
Yeah, I mean, the light goes, oh.
He goes, these crazy kids.
It says the end either side of the boat.
I like that. It looks shit.
Yeah.
It should have just been above. Because it's like...
I like it, actually.
No, because it's like the
boat
end. It's like a pause, like the end.
It does look weird. And because of the way it's framed as well, the boat's not even in the centre.
Yeah, it's like overlapping a bit as well.
Anyway, so my official count for people James Bond killed was 12 active. I'm going to look online and see,
I said 4, man.
Yeah. I said 6.
Well, you know, he kills more than 4 by halfway, because he kills the 3 assassins. And
I just forgot.
Yeah.
There's a lot, sadly, there's a lot of stuff that you forget about the film, because it doesn't really stand out. Like, there's some nice bits and stuff like that.
Well, this one says Bond kills at least 4 people, but yet he kills a lot more than that.
So it's that time of the episode where we give the film legs. We do this every episode. It's a very simple scale from 0 to 100. 0 being we didn't like it, 100 being we did. And it's legs, because we're bug-themed. So, Justin, you've been a bit quiet, so I want to hear your thoughts. We've had a lot of loser Connery this episode. I want to hear Justin now.
Look, it was cool to be able to watch my first James Bond film and have it be the literal first James Bond film. The sets were sick. The colour really popped. It was nice. The music was great, even though I think it was used a little too scarcely, actually. It's interesting to see in a genre of film that, to me, in my experience and what I've watched, feels very American. Like the British iconic take on that sort of tone, I guess. But as I've said earlier in this, it's not really a genre I'm that into. I don't tend to... These films don't tend to stick with me, really. But I can't fault it on that. So taking away my genre-based bias is just thinking about what was cool in it, the visuals, the acting, the story, and being aware of the time it was made as well. I'm leaning to between like 65 and 75. I'm going to say like 70 legs.
Really?
70 legs.
Okay, that's quite high.
Good. Do you want to go next, or should I go next, Ben?
I'm happy to.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, like I said, not seen a James Bond film before. I didn't think this was that good. It was fun, for sure. Some parts more than others. I think the second half really just drags. Whereas the first half has like some scenes where I go, okay, I can see why James Bond is so beloved. So like him killing Dent, the James Bond scene, the hat stand, obviously.
The hat stand, obviously.
But then a lot of it, I'm just a bit disinterested. I think I really like Quarrel as a character, but overall I'm giving this about 42 legs.
Yeah. I mean, I've someone who's seen a lot more James Bond films. It was definitely not what I was expecting. And especially when you see the direction which this series goes, this does not feel like a James Bond film at all. It's crazy. It just feels completely different. It feels more like a detective film. Then I could see Columbo doing this. Same plot. Probably happened quicker. It was good. It dragged a little bit in places, and I wish we could have seen more rather than just hearing about what happens and stuff like that. So I think in parts it was boring. I still enjoyed it. Sean Connery is not my favourite James Bond by any means, but I think he did a very good job.
Who is?
I really like Roger Moore.
You liked Roger's No.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I really like Whoa.
So I did
Cut
enjoy
that.
this film. It was better than I thought it would be, but it's not what I expected. So I'm going to give this just 40. I think just plain 40.
Oh, lower than me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm hearing your guys' responses and I'm like...
You can't lower your legs, man.
I feel like I pushed mine up because I know how beloved the James Bond thing is. It's like, I know I don't like this kind of thing, but let's...
Yeah, you said 70. It really surprised me.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Considering
70 is like a film I really like.
I think it's because I know that I don't like this genre, so I'm trying not to be too harsh actively.
You can be harsh about it. That's allowed.
Which I think is actually disingenuous.
Do you want to change yours? You only get one. You will never be able to do this again.
Yeah, this is the only like.
We all get one change. Do you want to change your legs, Justin?
I'm going to say 45.
Oh my God. You really changed that.
I was quite bored in this film.
I could tell. I don't know why you gave 75.
Yeah,
it's because I'm very aware that it's just as simple as I'm very aware that I don't enjoy this genre. I'm trying to look at it, see it for what's good.
More objectively.
So I'm trying to see, sort of trying to focus more on what's good because of the fact that I don't like the genre.
Yeah.
But if I go on how much I enjoyed it, it's fucking fine.
The good moments were really good. It's just the bad moments were really bad. And there's more, and they outweighed, I think. They outweighed, sadly.
And I'd just like to say that that was Justin's official veto for his number of legs.
Yeah, write that down. He can never do this again. He will never be able to.
I just gave it too much credit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm sure I'll enjoy the other ones maybe if you ever watch them.
Well, thank you all for listening to this episode of ScreenBugs. And as always, buzz off.
And real quick, if you would like to contact us to give feedback or recommend a film, you can reach us at screenbugspodcast@gmail.com.
Or if you want more, find us on Instagram at ScreenBugsPodcast or Twitter at ScreenBugs.